YouTubers, Hemi Technoid here, and here we are back out in the living room workstation. And this week I thought I'd go back into my Harman Kardon CAD-4, you know, because the last time I messed around with it, it was playing tapes and it had this like ticky noise that was going on in the background, and I was pretty sure that was the motor. The motor was sparking or gapping or something, because the motor on this thing is bad. It is going. There's no hope for the motor in this machine. So what I'm just going to do is relegate it to the museum. You know, once I get it going as good as I can. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time refurbishing this thing. It's you know, it's a 1969 cassette deck. It's lucky it's in as good shape as it is already. I mean, it's really good shape physically. Yeah, there's no mars or scratches, nothing missing on the inside. But yeah, this is a classic cassette deck way back from 1969 when they were first starting out. Stereo cassette decks were a new thing on the scene. Harman Kardon came out with the CAD-4, which it had OEM'd from Nakamichi. So this unit here is basically a very early Nakamichi. So yeah, and anybody from Harman Kardon will vouch for that. I'm not making it up. Anyway, so what I did to get rid of that ticky motor noise, I just installed a capacitor here, and you can see that's the blue thing right there. I put it in parallel with the power lead going to the motor, and it took care of the problem. You know, it took care of the problem. It took away that ticky noise, and I'm going to demonstrate it here in a little bit. Now let me turn on my DR40 so I don't miss anything while I'm recording. And there we go, we're in record mode now. So anything I play back on the tape will be recorded on the DR40. So yeah, also one thing that I was doing this weekend, I made another mirror cassette. Yeah, I goofed around and made another mirror cassette because, see, I had gotten a Dremel tool, and the Dremel tool allows you to go in there and do a little more finessing, and you can put the mirror in there. See, there's the mirror in there, but you can also leave a majority of the cassette intact. And this is a C90 tape, and I used the tape from the C90 to give a better wrap around the head and capstan so you can see what's happening with a thinner tape. So yeah, I'm going to put that in here and just let it do its thing for a little minute here, and we can watch the mirror go in there. See the tape is going, and see the tape go across the head. And there it is. See? So anyway, that was a success. It worked. It works nicely. Okay, so turn that off. And boom. And rewind back to the beginning. Stop and exit. And eject. One thing about this Harman Kardon CAD-4, back when it was touted as one of the best machines available, it had a very archaic shut-off system. If you left the tape in and it went to the end, it wouldn't eject the head like it does on modern decks. It would just leave the capstan engaged and shut off the motor. So there you were with a pinch roller stuck against your capstan, and you'd get a dent in your pinch roller. So yeah, that was not ideal. And they came around and fixed that later in later decks. But yeah. So anyway, this is a Dolby tone tape that I recorded, and it's 200 nanoweavers per meter, and it's supposed to read on this deck. It's supposed to read +3, okay? Because this is not a Dolby deck. There's no Dolby on this machine at all. It was never meant to have Dolby. This was pre-Dolby. So let me get it into play, and then we'll watch the meters and see where the Dolby level lines up. And see, yeah, it's just shy a little bit of the +3. It's about my +2, so it could use some calibrating. You know, it could do some calibrating, but I'm going to leave it like it is. Yeah, I'm not going to use Dolby or anything with it. It's just a little bit low. Okay, so put that back, rewind, and eject that bit. Okay. So here comes to the fun part. I'm going to record on this guy, and I've got this old tape. It's a normal tape. Set the counter to 0. Set it back to 0. Okay, so we're just going to record on this, and first you're going to hear the music as it's playing from the player, and it's been going in the background, you just haven't heard it. So we're going to start the tape rolling and adjust volumes. Okay, so that was what you heard going onto the tape. Now I'm going to stop it, rewind it back to 0. Okay, and now we're going to hear what the tape recorded, okay? This is the start. Okay, well, that was the sound demo there from the recording, and you can tell it's compared to the decks available today with metal tape and chromium dioxide, this is nothing spectacular, but for back in the day, this was top-notch machinery. Okay, so, and you know what, I'm just going to button this up. It's got a lot of bugs still need to be fixed, and there's just, you know, no sense in it because it's basically a museum piece. So I'm going to leave it as it is, button it back up and put it in the museum, okay? And for now, see you later.